Welcome back, everyone. We can't wait for you to see the rest of the show.
I think it's time we hear more from the contestants directly. Next up, we have the Q&A portion of the show. Let's bring the boys back out.
First up, we have Jalen Carter.
Next up, we have Derek Caesar.
Now we have Ethan Crow.
Next up, we have Mark Jones.
Now we have Curtis Klinger.
Next up, we have Brody LaFurl.
Next, Max Viciano.
And last but not least, Owen Smith.
Starting the Q&A portion is going to be Jalen.
Jalen, we heard you spent 2 years in Japan. How was your experience, and can you say something for us in Japanese?
9.
Owen, we hear you like playing the guitar. What influenced you to learn it?
Probably Bob Dylan and Marty Robbins.
Derek, we hear you like the Beatles. What's your favorite song and why?
Help.
Max, if you could choose one song to play every time you walked into a room, what would you choose and why?
You know from the Great Gatsby, you know, like when he's introduced and like the song they play there is Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin, and he like holds like the fireworks coming in the background and he holds like a little cup. I think every time I walk in the room, definitely. And then like fireworks coming in the background too.
Ethan, how was your experience at the Fire Cadet program, and how has it affected you?
It's a lot of fun. I like it. Good group of guys, great people, and get to help people. So it's a ton of fun.
Brody, we heard you love pie. Would you like to demonstrate your love for pie by singing everyone the pie song?
3.14159, this is pi, followed by 2, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, circumference over diameter.
You're a fashionista. Can you give us some fashion tips?
I mean, just be yourself, wear whatever's comfortable, and yeah.
Curtis, you're always sitting around school with a smile on your face. What keeps you so positive every day?
I just kind of love like getting to live life and always listen to my favorite music and just like I love all the people here and the experiences, so yeah.
Jalen, we heard you like ugly holiday sweaters, and you have won awards for it. What's your favorite thing about the holiday season?
Getting together with people and wearing ugly sweaters to make people feel embarrassed.
Owen, we heard you like to camp. Ever see anything crazy in the woods?
Well, I heard something crazy. It's a long story though, and let's just say there might be a Sasquatch out there.
Derek, how long have you been growing your hair for, and how much money would it take for you to buzz it off?
About 4 years, and you can't put a price on beauty.
Max, you're a big fantasy football player and won your league. Could you inform us of your entire lineup?
Well, my winning lineup, I had, for like the playoffs, I had Justin Herbert, I had Puka Nakua, I had Jonathan Taylor, I had Chase Brown, Jason Myers as my kicker, and my flex. Dude, it's been a while, so, but, was that 5 people? Jamar Chase, yeah, that's Jamar Chase. I got that too. And yeah, I'm the best.
Ethan, we heard you're a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. can you sing a bit of your favorite song for us?
I get the mic? Yeah, sweet. Alright, so this is called 5 O'Clock Somewhere. It's by Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. Alright, here's a couple ones. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We've heard that you go to geometry practice every day after school. What is geometry practice truly for?
Yeah, so for a long time at Rochester, I was embarrassed because I was in theater. And so all these people, yeah, you can boo, I'm sorry, I get it. You know, that's needed, but it taught me a lesson. It taught me a lesson that I should not let anyone tell me my worth and value. So from now on, I am working and I am in theater.
So we have 3 hacky sacks for you to demonstrate your amazing skills.
Curtis, we heard you write music. Tell us more about Skybound Studios.
Oh well, so it started about like last year. A lot of like because composing is what I wanted to do when I grow up, and a lot of people have their own labels they can make the most money from it. But I started around April of last year, and it's kind of like a hobby turned like kind of career. I've had so many just awesome experiences getting to work with people here, people in other schools, and just sharing my music with the world, and it's been so much fun. So yeah, thank you.
And to wrap up the Q&A portion of the show, let's give one more round of applause for our contestants.
While the judges make up their mind on who our top 3 contestants will be from the night, let's hear from the people who raised them.
I'm gonna make a video of this.
Jim is really good at the way he relates to people, all kind of people, adults, his peers, even younger people than him. People gravitate towards him and just how inviting he is. He's just always himself, and he just has such a natural, easy way about him that people just want to talk to him and gravitate towards.
What is something your son is really good at?
Weirdly good at, I'd have to say, would be hamburger consumption.
Hamburger consumption.
You are oddly good at cooking. We have a video of you making a cherry cake when you were little, and you're really good in the kitchen.
It's kind of odd. Mark being as lean as he is, he played on the defensive line this year, and he did really, really well. As far as I have not been 100 pounds. I think that's insanely good.
I think Mark's ability to stay calm under pressure. I mean, sometimes he was fast win, but he's still very calm. So.
Clutch.
Yep.
Okay, Curtis is really good at walking around with his shoes untied 100% of the time and never falling down.
That's true. What's funny is he used to fall down all the time. Like we would just be walking down the street and he would just fall off the sidewalk into the VC.
Yes.
So it's nice to see he's really mature.
He's really good at making sure everybody around him has a good time.
I have always been impressed by Brody's musical talents. Ever since he was little, he's been able to match pitch with me. He can play whatever he hears on the piano. He's extremely talented.
Well, first I would say Max is really good at music, and he plays a lot of instruments, and he's a big fan of music, so that's an easy one. It's enough.
Another one is he's really good at picking up things with his feet. Toys, and we used to tease him all the time. He has tingers.
Owen's really good at organizing his friend groups. Whenever there's a kid that can't participate, he always finds another kid to back him up. And he's always doing something, and there's always new games that half the time I don't know who these kids are because he just starts grabbing kids.
I would say he gives up on his toes. He has these long toes and he's just able to grab them sometimes.
That's so weird.
Did she hear you? No. You know. When he was little, because of the issues with JC, some families used to call him JC. But funny story is that Jalen's original name was supposed to be Justin. So when he was little, he started calling himself Justin, and so occasionally that name will pop out on things that I see him write or whatever. So I guess Justin is his nickname.
When he was little, I would call Derek Doodle or Schnoodle-Doo. But now that he's older, not so many nicknames. If I call him my nickname, I usually say Kiddo.
I just know Bud.
As a kid, you were Peanut.
I think I heard kids call him Marky Mark. Probably better than Mark Jones.
I don't have a ton of nicknames for Curtis, but I've certainly called him Buddy a lot, hey buddy, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Curdy and Curdy Wordy, that's definitely
Brody. His real name's actually Broderick. But when he was little, he used to go by Bobo.
Those that know him from church, his Roadster is actually my online gamer tag.
Maple. What else? That's it.
My favorite nickname for Owen is Master Blaster. Many years ago, this little guy was on this guy's show. Owen was pulling my ears and guiding me around. I'd call him Master, and I was Blaster.
And also Meister Butte. In elementary school, I was a picture of a goat and titled it Mr. Goat, but he spelled it wrong, so it came out Meister Butte. And the nickname stuck.
So I'm always talking to Jalen about making his bed, like for years since. So one time I asked him to make his bed, and he was like, my bed? And I was like, yeah, your bed. It's a mess. And he said, some people call it art. And all I could do was laugh. So he always had like these little quips, these little fun little lines that he said that cracked me up. So I think those are my favorite things to laugh with Jalen.
So I don't know if it's a funny moment, but it's an everyday funny moment. It's the amount of time that Derek spends working at his hair. So anyone who knows Derek knows that his hair is his thing, and he just spends so much time taking care of it. And I'm pretty sure his hairbrush is his most prized possession. If you would have told me that I'd have a son that spends more time in his hair than me, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are.
Well, those same weekends up north, water skiing, he has quite often fallen and lost his drawers.
In Mark's sophomore year, he was running track, and the last minute mark, he was not prepared for his turn in the relay. So he was doing his warm-ups, and he had his shoes he was running on the back of his shoes. It was crazy.
I think he might have still won. Mark's pretty fast, but yeah, that was pretty wild.
Okay, so summer of freshman year, Curtis had seminal wisdom teeth taken out, and right after the procedure, and turned my head back, and Curtis had his phone. And it was like interacting with people, and I was like, no, put that down right now. That's not a good idea.
Oh man. Remember that one time that he hid in the trash can at school?
Oh, after he ran away into the woods? Yeah.
Or the time that he hid under the cubbies?
Yeah. Remember when he woke up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and he didn't make it all the way back to bed? He was just laying half off the bed.
Pants down. Oh, the time that he got kicked off the bus because he took his pants down.
When we were on a family trip to Chicago, this is when Max was about 3 to 4 years old. We were heading our way to one of the tourist sites in Chicago, and we all got into the car, and I looked at Max's mom and asked, "Where's Max?" And here's Max still inside the hotel. He's coming through the rotating door, the revolving door, and he's just smiling as he's walking up to us.
When Owen was younger, we were at Legoland theme park in Florida, and Owen started to get really sick. And we turned into Master Blaster, and we were running through the park, and here this fat old guy, he had a little tiny kid on his shoulders, running for dear life because he was gonna get sick. And people are just like, what's going on with those two? And I was afraid he was gonna puke all over down the front of me because he was not feeling well at all at Legoland.
Now that we've learned a little bit more about our contestants, let's bring them back on stage.
Now is the time you have all been waiting for. The judges have selected their top 3 contestants that they want to see move on to the final voting tonight.
And our top 3 contestants are Curtis Klinger, Max Michirano, and Owen Smith.
Congratulations, you guys. At this time, it is your turn to vote. Scan the QR code on the screen to vote for either Max, Owen, or Curtis to become the next Mr. Rochester.
You will have 3 minutes to vote, and you only can vote once. Good luck for our final contestants.